Hello students, I'm Dr. N. Kavita and this is LPB Chemistry. Learn, practice and victory. I hope you're finding my videos interesting and informative. I kindly request you all to like, share and subscribe my videos. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can get the updates. Thank you students. Now let's move on with today's session. This is Acid, Base and Salt CBSE 10th Standard. Students, I hope that you remember how hydronium ion was formed. In the last session, I showed you that when you take hydrochloric acid, which is an aqueous solution, you treat it with water, you get hydronium ion, H3O plus OH minus. Now, when you take NaOH in the form of aqueous solution, they are in the form of ions. You treat them with water, you find that the Na remains as Na plus itself in the cationic form, and this OH, if by any chance it reacts with H plus, it only forms water. And again, there is a hydroxyl ion remaining. So, in this case, we we are not interested in this water. We can very well simplified way we can write that Na plus and OH minus ion is formed. I wrote it for your understanding. When a base is reacted with water, you never get hydronium ion because there is no H plus in this. Even the H plus of water is there, it will try to form OH with OH minus, it will try to form water only, not the hydronium ion. I hope you have understood this. Now, the question is what happens to an acid or a base in water solution? I hope you have understood this question. Let's take a beaker. In this beaker, you have water and you're trying to add acid. Always remember, students, we should always put acid in water, not the other way. Acid in water is not the correct way. The reason is this reaction is highly exothermic. When water is added to the acid, which is having so much of concentration of H plus, immediately the reaction takes place, the formation of products in large amount takes place with liberation of heat which increases the temperature of the system. There is a possibility of the beakers can break or the acid can splash and you can burn your hand. So always remember this is a wrong way of adding water to acid. You should always take acid and pour it slowly with a constant stirring. You should be wearing a hand glove and goggles and a lab coat for the safety measures. So I hope you have understood that the reaction is highly exothermic. Hence, this is the right way of adding acid and base to the water. Base is Na plus and OH minus. Both the reactions you should go in this method only, not in this method. Now, I would like to explain you what is dilution. When you add acid and water with acid or base with water, the solution becomes diluted. What does it mean? It means that there is a decrease in the concentration of OH3O plus or OH minus ions per unit volume. Let me explain you the process of dilution. Take a beaker, first add water to it. Now you have water. There is you have added acid. The acid gives H plus and Cl minus, H plus Cl minus. So as you keep adding water, adding acid to water, more of H plus is formed. Now this H plus and water becomes the hydronium ion. Dilution is a process in which you add, once this is ready, you add further to this solution, you add water. So now you have a solution in which hydronium ion is already there, chlorine is already there, and more of H plus is there. So this is a concentrated solution. When you add further water to this, what happens? You can see that the dilution is a process by which the H plus will again react with the H plus and OH minus of water, and it forms water. So you have to understand that more and more of water concentration also increases. As more and more of water concentration is formed, the hydronium ion concentration keeps decreasing. So as the hydronium ion concentration decreases, the solution is called diluted solution. I hope you have got some understanding about what happens when acid or water is put in water solution. This process of mixing water results in decrease in the concentration of the hydroxyl ion. In this case, for the base, it is OH minus ion. For base, the same thing happens. If you have more and more of OH minus ion, now when you treat water in this, you can see that OH minus ion again forms water. So resultant is dilution. The process is dilution. So when this question comes, you have to write about dilution, and these were for your understanding. Thank you, students. Let's meet in the next session.